What up, it's Dane. I'm excited, man. Get Big video series has been released. Make sure to get that stuff. Don't miss out. So anyway, why should you not follow the weight on the scale, right? So many people, when they weigh themselves, when they're trying to lose body fat, they weigh themselves every single morning in order to find out how much weight they've lost. Here's why you shouldn't. Factor number one that you should know, and this is providing value for you right here, is water retention. When you diet, you put more stress on your body, increasing your cortisol levels, the stress hormone. Obviously, when you diet, you put more stress. That cortisol level increases, it leads to water retention, and your body holds more water in. Now, when you carb deplete, when you don't eat as many carbs, you will start losing that water weight as well. Hence why you see boxers, stuff like this, they cut the carbs out just before the competition, because about 4 grams, I think, of water, it's actually like 1 gram of carbohydrate. So when the carbohydrates in your muscle, in the glycogen stores, deplete, you will start losing weight. Now, that's factor number one, the water retention, your cortisol levels increasing. Factor number two is you're probably not putting the scale in the exact same place. And I know this is very, very common, especially in different places in your bathroom or something. You put the scale on one side, and the other side you're completely different. You weigh 1 stone heavy or something like that. So remember where you place the scale. Now, factor number three is you building muscle and losing fat at the same time, right? And you probably think, oh shit, yeah, I want to do that. Now, when you're a beginner, you can get away with this, especially if you're over fat beginner. If you're a beginner that's very lean already, has a six-pack, then you probably can't lose fat and gain muscle at the same time. You probably can, however, again, it won't be optimal. So if your weight's actually increasing but you're starting to see your abs more and more, then you're gaining muscle, losing fat at the same time. Voila, you unlocked like the secret weapon or the holy grail in the fitness industry, right? So that's basically why you shouldn't really always follow the weight on the scale, because there are a lot of factors that can play a part, especially in women, the menstrual cycles, when their water retention goes up. But again, just to provide more value for you, following the scale all the time, man, is really not the optimal way in my opinion. Especially if you've got experience, you know many other methods. Like personally, I like just looking at pictures, looking in the mirror in the same lighting, keep all the variables the same and see if you're looking better each day by day. Now, before we end this video, one thing I have to mention is that when you go on a fat loss diet, when you're in a calorie deficit for a long period of time, your fat loss is never going to be linear. Especially in some individuals, their cortisol level increases and drops. All individual preferences here and differences. So some people might hold a lot more water than others, and it could drive them insane. So keep this in mind as well. Again, relating to women, this will happen in a menstrual cycle. So to give you a conclusion, my best recommendation for you would be pictures, the mirror, same variables like I talked to you before, instead of using the scale all the time. Of course, you can use the scale just as like the second measurement kind of thing. And one more thing, just to provide a little bit more value in this video, if you want to find out how your body composition is really going, just measure your waist, for example, and then measure some other body parts. Now, if your waist is going down and your arm measurements, your chest and stuff is going up, then that's clearly showing you're increasing your fat-free mass. So obviously your muscle, glycogen, all this kind of stuff, and then you're reducing your fat mass. So anyway, that's the end of the video. That's why you shouldn't always follow the weight on a scale. My shoulder's getting sore. Make sure to click the link in the description to get a big video series. And as always, stay positive, stay smiling. Oh, and before you go, man, let me know what videos you'd like to see next, because I'm tired of spending 5 hours thinking of what video to make. So anyway, I'm thinking about the 10K calorie challenge. I've got that in mind. However, Knighton has not got the luxury of the good skin, right, at the moment. So anyway, stay positive, stay smiling, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.